You know, it's been a while since I last did a video on Harry Potter. Probably because I was too busy trying to figure out who asked for a new Monster High reboot and like 3 Pinocchio movies in the same year. Now, I said this a little bit back in my Prisoner of Azkaban video, but I think that movie was when you really started to notice that like they were struggling to fit all the important stuff into 2.5 hours, you know? Because like there's a whole lot in this movie that is never explained or talked about at all. But then we get to the 4th movie, okay? And like, remember how absurdly huge the 4th book was? Like the 3rd book was kind of long, okay? But the 4th one was just like... I mean, trying to bring that to school, you're just like, So yeah, this movie is really just kind of like, it's like those infomercials that play at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, they're trying to sell you like the greatest hits of Donny Osmond or whatever. It's like that, but for Harry Potter books. But all the same, let's get into it. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Raid Channel Legends. Raid lets you explore millions of champion combinations and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and PvP arena matches. With hundreds of artifacts to equip on over 600 champions, all with unique skills, you can build your team and play the game pretty much however you want. Personally, I really like Venus, because you know how I am about those goth mommies, okay? And also she has poison attacks, which is always cool. Also, I'm into Ursula the Mortar because she does this thing where she lowers the enemy's attack and raises yours. And usually when I play RPGs, I like to do a lot of status effects and stuff, so she's really great for me. Raid's got something extra special happening right now, okay? They've released a legendary champion based off MMA and pro wrestling legend Ronda Rousey. You can get Ronda for free right now, whether you're a new or long-term player, just by logging into Raid. All you gotta do is you log in, you play Raid for 7 days between now and February 20th, and you get the Ronda Rousey champion just like that. Also, enter the promo code RAIDRONDA. Again, this is for all players, new and returning, and you get a bunch of cool stuff like 3-day 100% EXP boost, 500,000 silver, and 5 full energy refills. Also, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get some exclusive rewards in Raid right now. And also, if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click my link in the description or scan the QR code here on the screen, and you're gonna get over $30 in bonuses. We're talking a free epic champion, Tayrail, 200,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 EXP boost, and 1 ancient shard, so you can start summoning champions right as soon as you start up the game if you want. So again, click my link down below or scan the QR code on the screen and start playing some Raid Channel Legends today. Okay, back to the show. So the movie starts out with Harry having a dream about Voldemort, which like, I mean, hey, I get it, you know, because when those nostrils flare up, I mean, whoo, Jebediah, I tell you what. But in this dream, he hears them talking about, you know, killing all humans and taking over Hogwarts and you know, just Voldemort things.
Oh, no, my Lord Voldemort. I only meant, perhaps if we were to do it without the boy.
No! The boy is everything. It cannot be done without him. I will not disappoint you, my lord. Good. First, gather our own.
Oh yeah, also Nagini the snake is there, who we all just learned a few years ago is actually this really pretty Korean woman, so it turns out Tom Riddle's one of those white guys. But okay, after the dream, Harry's woken up by Hermione because he's having like night terrors or whatever, and we get our first good look at the main characters of the movie.
Harry! Harry! Are you all right?
Hermione, bad dream. When did you get here?
Wait, stop everything. I'm sorry. What is this? What happened? How did this happen? How do you grow your hair like this? Now, whatever curse was cast on Harry to make him look like this, it's hit everyone around him apparently, because like, he's hanging out with the Weasleys, right? And just look at all the dudes in this movie.
Hey, Dad! Where are we going?
I'm the foggiest. Keep up! Arthur! It's about time, son! Sorry, Amos. Some of us had a bit of a sleepy start.
I can't even... Like, what has transpired between the 3rd and 4th movies? Like, who let this happen? I mean, I thought Steve from Stranger Things was bad, okay? But like, I can't... I'm sorry.
Some of us had a bit of a sleepy start. This is Amos Diggory, everyone. Works with me at the ministry. This strapping young lad must be Cedric, am I right?
Oh, I forgot Edward Cullen's in this movie. And look at him already jumping out of trees and probably like punching cars and drywall just to feel something. You know, I mean, this man's been typecast his whole life. Anyway, so the reason why they're all out here so early in the morning is because they're trying to find this thing called a port key, which is an old boot, because of course it is, which transports them to the Quidditch World Cup.
To Harry, free!
But But you know, the more I watch these movies, like, the more I wonder about how, like, okay, so magic has existed for like thousands of years, right? But like, they could just never figure out how to make anything work even just the slightest bit conveniently. You know, like, everything they do is just the most roundabout way you could possibly do it. Like, you can only teleport somewhere if you touch an old magic boot, or flu powder will send you halfway to the moon if you stutter slightly. And like, you can't even go to your bedroom unless the ghost in the painting decides to let you in. Like, why is magic so pointlessly dumb in this world? Anyway, so they go to the Quidditch World Cup and like literally nothing at all interesting happens.
Get out! It's the death.
Get back to the pokey, everybody, and stick together! Fred George!
Yeah, see, like I said, nothing special. But then it's time for our main characters to head off to school. So they all hop on the Hogwarts Express and Harry makes a little discovery about himself and the future of his Google searches.
Anything from the trolley, dears?
2 pumpkin pasties, please. Thank you.
Anything sweet for you, dear?
Hey, what you looking at there, Harry? You know, I guess Voldemort and Harry really are deeply connected or whatever, because like, I mean, come on. This is one heck of a coincidence, I'll tell you what. Anyway, so they get to school and right away, everyone is super excited, especially these two, who are just really giving like 150% right here. Now, all this is happening because this year, Hogwarts will host something called the Triwizard Tournament, which has never been hinted at or mentioned in the slightest until now. But yeah, okay, sure, whatever you say, Joanne. Now, because of this, we get a couple kids from 2 other schools who are gonna be staying at Hogwarts. First, we have these like Slavic dudes who come in like this. You know, you really gotta admire these guys' dedication to looking as unenthused about any of this as possible. I mean, this is just the face you have when your girlfriend makes you watch Mamma Mia for like the 5th time. And then there's also these girls from France called like the Buxom Baguettes or something.
The lovely ladies of the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic.
Okay, all right. Let's just take a couple steps back here for a second.
Bloody hell.
Hey, what you looking at there, Ron? Did you care to explain yourself? Anyway, so then Dumbledore explains about like what the Triwizard Tournament thing really is. So basically, this tournament is a competition between 3 schools where they have to do a bunch of extreme sports. And whoever wins gets to brag about it forever. Just like, you know, those guys who like always bring up that one time they scored the winning touchdown in football back in like high school or something, and you're just like, yeah, my dude, you're like 35. Okay, let it go.
The Goblet of Fire. Anyone wishing to submit themselves to the tournament need only write their name upon a piece of parchment and throw it in the flame before this hour on Thursday night. If chosen, there's no turning back. The Triwizard Tournament has begun.
So this year there's a new rule that you have to be 17 or older to enter the tournament, which is fine, because Ron Weasley is clearly at least like 28 in this movie, okay? Like, I mean, puberty hit this dude real hard. Like, him and Malfoy just over here talking about 401ks. But anyway, because our main characters are allegedly 14 in this movie, none of them can enter the tournament. So of course, obviously nothing exciting or unexpected will happen in this movie.
The Darmstadt champion is Victor Crumb, Fleur Delacour, Cedric Diggory. Harry Potter.
That's right, somehow Harry's name was not only entered into the cup despite him only being 14, but the goblet also spit out 4 names? Now I'm just gonna assume that the vast majority of you watching this right now have either read the book or seen the movie or both, or you don't really care either way, so just full spoilers, okay? But we come to find out later that the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, this Mad-Eye Moody guy over here, he's the one who put Harry's name in the cup to get him into the tournament. Now in the book, they just very lightly explain that the cup was hacked. You know, as if this ancient all-powerful magic artifact is just like a computer from a 90s Disney Channel movie. They hacked our mainframe using a Visual Basic GUI. They explain that someone cast a confusion charm on the cup and then put Harry's name in under like a fake school, which is a thing you're just allowed to do, I guess. Like, if you can put someone else's name in the cup, I'm pretty sure this would have already happened at some point in the last 1,000 years, okay? And they probably would have been like, yeah, I don't think letting teenagers put in whoever's name they want is such a good idea. But all the same, somehow, miraculously, Harry has been entered into the Triwizard Tournament.
Everything is a conspiracy theory.
I protest!
Harry!
I protest!
Harry, you put your name in the Goblet of Fire.
No, sir.
You know, this is kind of an old meme at this point, but like, in the book it says that Dumbledore asked this question calmly. So in the movie, it's like,
Harry!
I protest!
Harry, you put your name in the Goblet of Fire.
No, sir.
but in the book, apparently, the scene is supposed to go like, oh, hey, Harry, you wouldn't happen to put your name in the Goblet of Fire, would you? Also, you should totally name one of your kids after me. Wouldn't that be funny? Now, pretty much the rest of the movie, like the last 90 minutes or so, it's just like all the Triwizard Tournament things, trials, whatever. Like first, Harry has to steal this golden egg thing from a dragon. Which would be like so boring for everyone else watching this because Harry and the dragon fly off back to the school for a while and everyone else is just stuck there staring at nothing for like 20 minutes. Or then there's like the second trial where they have to find a way, magic or otherwise, to breathe underwater for over an hour to find some kind of treasure somewhere in this lake full of octopus piranhas and whatever these dudes are. So Harry uses this stuff called gillweed so he can breathe underwater, but like the whole time he's just like, hey man, you ever thought about how like socks are kind of like gloves for your feet? Now before the second trial, there's the greatest and most terrifying trial in every school kid's life.
The school Christmas dance.
Inside every girl, a secret swan slumbers, longing to burst forth. Inside every boy, a lordly lion prepared to prance. Mr. Weasley, will you join me, please? Place your right hand on my waist.
Where?
Yeah, okay, don't give me that look, Ron. You should be so lucky as to get the dance with Maggie Smith, okay? She's a capital triple G gilf right there. I mean, I, for one, would show Maggie Smith a heck of a time, okay? I'll tell you that right now. But even worse than the dancing stuff, okay? Then all the boys have to ask a girl to the dance, and then Harry's like, yeah, can I just fight another dragon, please?
Wait, Hermione. You're a girl.
Okay, all right. Ron Weasley, 14 IQ, ready to take on the world. Now, Harry's trying to build up the courage to ask Cho Chang, the girl we saw back on the train, remember? He's trying to figure out how to ask her to the dance, which is hard. Because, you know, the rule is if she says no, then legally she also has to murder him, so.
Hi, Harry.
It was like literally me the 3 times in high school a girl ever proactively spoke to me. Oh, hey, Alex, did you happen to finish the homework from yesterday? I like jelly beans. Anyway, so he asked her to the dance, and then she's like, come on, Harry, look at me. What, you think I haven't already been asked out by like 20 dudes so far? Oh, bless your heart.
Just wondering if maybe you wanted to go to the ball with me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but someone's already asked me.
Also, just another quick aside for a second, but like Harry Potter is supposed to be this like nerdy, awkward, outcast kind of character, right? So like what gives him the right to have this insanely chiseled Giga Chad jaw? Or like this raging six-pack? You're telling me this dude's 14? Anyway, Hermione ends up going to the dance with Victor Crumb, one of those guys from the Sticky Stompy School or whatever that was. So Ron and Harry have to go to the dance with these 2 random girls who they just completely ignore the whole night.
Are you going to ask me to dance or not?
No.
Victor's gone to go and get drinks. Would you care to join us?
You're fraternising with the enemy.
The enemy? The whole point of the tournament is international magical cooperation.
Uh-huh. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? But yeah, so the dance is kind of a huge disaster for our main characters. Ron's over here looking like Princess Diana. It's a whole thing. But hey, at least Hermione had some fun, apparently.
The task is 2 days from now.
Really? I had no idea. I suppose Victor's already figured it out.
Wouldn't know, we don't actually talk about the tournament. Actually, we don't really talk at all. Victor's more of a physical being.
Ma'am, this is a kid's movie.
I just mean he's not particularly loquacious.
Well, Hermione, have I got some news for you about like 60% of the dudes you're gonna date at university. Now, going back, or going ahead, I guess, to the second trial, the treasure they're supposed to find turns out to be the person who's the most important to them. So Harry's treasure is Ron. Oh! The buxom baguette girl's treasure is her sister, and Victor Crumb's most important person is Hermione, who he spent like 3 hours with at a dance one time. And like more importantly, okay, how did they even convince them to do this? Like what was that conversation like? All right, kids, so we're gonna knock you out and throw you in the ocean and hope that they can find you and save you in time, or else you'll probably just be eaten alive by fish people. Well, shoot, sign me up. Anyway, then the final trial is them going through a maze to find some kind of like trophy cup or something. Now, long story short, both Harry and Cedric decide to take the trophy at the same time because they helped each other through the maze and like, you know, friendship or whatever.
Go on, take it. You saved me. Take it. Together. 1, 2, 3.
You okay?
Yeah. You?
Oh my goodness, it's the place from Harry's dream at the beginning of the movie. That's right, turns out this was all just a trick by Voldemort and his little buddies to bring Harry to this place so they can do some kind of magic ritual thing and fully revive Voldemort.
The Dark Lord shall rise again.
So then Voldemort rises from the ashes and they kill Cedric and try to do the same thing to Harry, but that's when Harry gets some help from a bunch of ghost spirits like his parents and Cedric and those dudes from Muppet Christmas Carol. And finally Harry's able to escape by touching the portkey.
Big Dumbledore, what's happened?
He's back. He's back. Voldemort's back.
Keep everybody in their seats. A boy's just been killed.
Okay, like obviously this is very sad and tragic, but like why is everyone so shocked that this even happened? Like, isn't this literally how they sold us on the whole tournament in the first place?
Eternal glory. That is what awaits the student who wins the Triwizard Tournament. But to do this, that student must survive 3 tasks. Extremely dangerous tasks.
But also in the end, we find out that Mad-Eye Moody has actually been some other dude the whole time who's been using like a polyjuice potion, and we find this out in the most horrifying, nightmare-inducing scene, maybe ever. Now, this guy, we come to find out, is the son of this high-ranking Ministry of Magic dude, who, by the way, Harry finds dead in the forest like halfway through the movie, and like no one cares or mentions it ever again. They're all just like, huh, that's weird. But yeah, so Harry wins the Triwizard Tournament because the real magic was love and friendship. And Voldemort has fully returned to his full power, or mostly full power, I don't know, but all the same. And that's pretty much where the movie ends, except whatever this is on Harry's head just keeps growing throughout the whole movie until finally it just achieves like full sentience. I'm sorry, I just can't. Who thought this was a good idea? Now, thankfully in the next movie they cut all this off real quick, okay? But that's another story for another time. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell, leave a like, leave a comment, all that stuff. Send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com and let me know what movies or TV shows you think I should check out next. And above all, everybody have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.